Welcome back. All right, so the power's come back on. Came back on about a half an hour ago. I wanted to make sure it was going to stay on because we've had a couple times where it come on for like a minute and then it goes off again. So before making this video, I want to make sure I got caught up on what I missed, and as a Dallas fan, I'm actually okay with it. And of course, I want to make sure the power was going to at least stay on for long enough for me to do this video, and then I have to do the preview for tomorrow as well, which I might as well post tonight because I don't know what the situation is going to be with the power. It's a 16 game day tomorrow. I really hope the power works because again, and it's a shame they took away NHL Live. NHL Live was like fantastic. The last time I worked through a power outage, I was able to click through and everything, and yeah. But now it's Sportsnet Plus. But I don't have unlimited data, so wasn't really feeling that. Plus, my phone only had like a half charge, and video makes that drain quickly. All right, with the preamble aside, this is why there's timestamps. Nashville and the Dallas Stars. So Lankinen versus Ottinger. Ottinger making his return to the lineup. He was out for 4 weeks. I got a kick out of Daryl Ray saying that so week to week means 4 weeks. Yep. That's usually the way it works. It's either 2 or it's 4. It seems to be the case that when they say it's week to week, it usually ends up being a month. So they don't want to say 4 to 6 weeks. They just say week to week. So same rosters, except Ottinger, of course, being in the net as the last time these teams met. And I thought, well, good. Dallas should be motivated to come back and win this one. Okay. Anyways, the Stars press. Lundqvist has a shot that's held. The shots are 3-0 Dallas at 2.5 minutes. At this point, the power's flickering on and off here and there. I gave up on watching it on the TV. I was watching it on the laptop. But eventually, of course, it goes out. Power play for Nashville. The Stars clear. They prevent a setup. It's killed off. There's a press by Dallas at 7 minutes. There's a near miss for Duchesne. The Preds clear. And then I am in the darkness. It is pitch black in the house. And that was where I realized this one's not coming back this time. So that first period, not a lot happening. No goals scored. It's odd because the first period of this game, not much happening. No goals scored either. I missed all the fun. Second period, the fun starts for Nashville. It's around the halfway mark of the game. At 9:22, Jeremy Lauzon with a goal. I don't remember seeing him with an unassisted goal before. 13:51, Novak makes it 2-0 for Nashville from Gurianov and Yossi. And I'm going to go ahead and say the shots tell you Nashville outplaying Dallas most of the rest of the way. So it's 2-0 for Nashville after 2. Third period, early on, 1:09 in, Hakanpää. He scores from Duchesne and Sagan. Hakanpää has a decent shot, too. It's one of those things that I learned when he became a Dallas Star. So it's 2-1, but the 2-goal lead, Nashville gets that back. It's O'Reilly from Forsberg at 3:41. Dallas fights their way back into it again. Johnston scores from Lundqvist and Harley at 8:11. And then Nashville scores again. Forsberg from Yossi and O'Reilly at 10:08. And then it's a power play marker. Duchesne gets that for Dallas from Robertson and Pavelski at 13:36. I'm looking at this too, and it says 1 for 5 for Nashville. I remember seeing which one was a power play goal for Nashville. The Forsberg one? We'll go with that. Anyways, so it's days 4 to 3 until the goaltender gets pulled, and it's back-to-back empty netters. First off, it's Nyquist from Yossi and O'Reilly at 17:27, and then it's Parsonen at 19:29. Your final score 6-3. Nashville wins 23-18, and 1 is their record now. For Dallas with the 6-3 loss, they're 24-12-5. So Dallas 7 points behind the division leaders coming into tonight, which is of course the Jets. And tonight they don't get closer. Shots on net 7-6 Dallas in the first, 15-7 Nashville in the second, 17-8 Nashville in the third. 38-22 are the final shots for the Preds. Power plays, Nashville 1 for 5, Dallas 1 for 3. The hits, 28-22 Nashville. Lankinen saved 19 out of 22, not overly busy. Ottinger, 32 saves on 36 shots. Not a fantastic save percentage. However, A, it's his first game back, and B, it's not that far below 900 either. So, glad to see Ottinger back. Hopefully, Dallas can get their game in order tomorrow, because tomorrow they get to play again. Everybody's playing tomorrow. All right, moving along. Flyers and the Wild. So the attempts by Marc-Andre Fleury to pass Patrick Roy are now starting to pile up a little bit. I think tonight was his first chance to officially pass Roy. Did he already pass Roy for second? I'm asking the cat. So Hart, she doesn't know. Hart versus Fleury in this one. Shots are 1 apiece at a minute and a half. Foligno has a net drive, that's blocked. Drysdale has a screenshot, that's kicked aside. I think Drysdale is a popular Flyer. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Flyers fans are glad that he got picked up. Power play for Minnesota. Boldy gets denied twice, the Wild cycle, but that's killed off. After the first period, it is scoreless. Second period, it's Minnesota that scores first. It's Johansson from Eriksson Ek at 51 seconds. So really early goal there, Minnesota getting the lead at home, but at 3:37, Farabee answers, Konechny and Couturier with the assists. So it stays that way through 2 periods, and we go to the third. Third period, a lot of goals here, and Minnesota builds themselves a lead. First, it's Hartman from Goligoski and Bogosian at 1:48, and then roughly 3 minutes later at 4:38, Boldy scores from Middleton and Hartman. So Boldy stays hot. It's 3-1 Minnesota. They're at home. Philadelphia, a team that's been fighting it lately. A team that only had 3 wins and 10 coming into this one. However, they fight their way back. At first, it's Forster from Lawton and Walker at 9:31. I think Sean Walker's been a good addition for the Flyers. And then at 10:56, so a little over a minute later, they tie it. Owen Tippett, who I think hit like a bunch of posts the last game he played, he gets one into the net from Konechny and Drysdale. So there's Drysdale with an assist on the game-tying goal, and then we go to overtime. And I did see most of the overtime. So Philadelphia gets themselves a power play in the overtime. Minnesota on a breakaway can't bury it. The puck goes the other way, and it's in the net. And how many times do we see that? Farabee gets the goal on the power play from Zamula and Tippett at 3:36. And honestly, for Wild fans, that's a shame, right? If you have the shorthanded goal in overtime and it's a breakaway to be a feel-good moment. But now we're talking about a blown lead by Minnesota. They lose 4-3. Philadelphia, with the much-needed win, are now 21-14-6 on the season. And Minnesota 17-19-4 with the overtime loss. Shots on net, 11-10 Minnesota in the first, 12-7 Philly in the second, 11-9 Minnesota in the third. Philadelphia had all 4 shots in the overtime. They were ready. Shots on net in total, 35-29 for Philadelphia. Power plays, the Flyers 1 for 3. That power play's getting better. Again, you can look at Drysdale for that. They had 2 defensemen out there for their power play in the overtime because Drysdale reasons. And the power play for Minnesota 0 for 2 on the night. Hits 23-22 for the Wild. Carter Hart saved 26 out of 29. At the other end, Marc-Andre Fleury, 31 saves on 35 shots. And so he doesn't end up passing Patrick Waugh tonight. He's tied with Patrick Waugh in wins. I'm 99.99996% sure about that. But yeah, so for Minnesota, it's a loss at home. They get the point. It's not going to make Minnesota fans feel better because they need 2. They're 2 games below NHL 500. And again, for Dallas, tough setback. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're wondering what's up with the jacket, this is an Encanto jacket. Got it from the Disney online store. I got it on super clearance because I wanted like a Letterman style jacket, but they're pricey. So I was like, all right, I'll just get the cheap one from Disney and call it a day. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always, and thank you for your patience as power being as power is and all that. It went out when I missed all the goals, except this one right here. So there you go. Thank you guys for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.